We're really happy to see you all here. Thank you for joining us. We're excited to walk you through some of the latest features we've been working on. And for those who couldn't join us live, the session is being recorded. So we'll send out the recording afterwards to review. We're here today with Pascal and Gabor, who will be our main speakers for today. Welcome.
Hello.
Great to have you here, guys. Thank you. Perfect. So with no further ado, let's jump into our packed agenda. So in terms of our agenda for today, we have quite a few points to address. We'll start with a fresh new update related to authoring tool improvements, such as Hotspots, Carousel, Widget, and some text effects in the authoring tool editing. Then we'll cover a small update to the install-learn feature and manual assessment, and we'll cover as well new exciting integrations for AI chatbots. And we'll wrap up with the notifications counter in app, as well as library sorting. So quite a few nice features to discuss today. So we hope you'll enjoy the webinar. First, we have hotspot video and additional quiz type for quiz question. So here, Pascal, Gabor, would you mind taking us through this one in detail?
Yes, absolutely. So our vision is to improve, like in this Q1, Q2, the authoring tool in general. So that's why you will see a lot of authoring tool related improvements. These improvements are going to continue in the next few months as well. And for us, it's very important to bring you new solutions that can make the content more exciting, more intuitive. So you will see we are adding more faster, more new widgets. And one of them is, and sometimes we're improving existing widgets, right? And this is one example, the hotspots, that before you were able to add hotspots already on images, but we added the functionality to add hotspots over videos as well. And here we have two options. One is to immediately show the spots in the video. So it can be a nice animation, almost like a moving background image, but the spots are already there. And the other option is that the spots are appearing when the video finishes. So it could be like a few seconds of an animation or a video. And on the last image, these spots appear. The spots can be also animated. So there are spot animation settings under settings. So you can reveal them one by one by fading, by sliding. So even the way how these little dots or markers are appearing can be customized. And what we don't see on this video, but it is coming, let's say this week, next week, is in the spirit of making this authoring tool as much what you see is what you get, so that the admins can immediately see without using additional preview functions what the users will see. We improve these spots that when you click on them on the admin area, you will immediately see how it looks like. Because before, when clicking on a spot as an admin, you came to this editing panel that we are seeing on this animation. Of course, we still have the editing panel, but you will also be able to see directly how the spots are looking like when you add them. So basically, this is this improvement.
Yeah, and it's very exciting improvement because our platform, we always wanted it to be very video-based learning. You know the power of the kinetic. It's very instructional. You get like a video with voiceover to introduce a process, a product. That's very powerful. And we know also that interactivity pull people out of the passivity. So then we have the two extremely power feature, which is video-based learning and activity-based learning. So that when the two are meeting, it can create like a very memorable learning experience. I'm very, very excited by this feature.
Great, thank you very much. There's also one more improvement, maybe not even improvement, but a totally new type of using that feature as a hotspot is now it's introduced also as a quiz type. So you can, you can explore how you can use the hotspot with the actual quiz question. Now you can choose the answers, and based on clicking the hotspot, it will be, let's say, another visual way of implementing this feature, especially when you have some images and you want the learners to choose maybe the right element of a product to answer the question. So this is what Pascal was referring to as well in terms of really merging the video and activity. This is what we want to achieve with those improvements.
Very good point. And because now it is also available as a quiz question, it can be also used as part of the branching scenarios, because we added this branching tool for lessons not so long ago. But at the MVP, at the first release of this branching feature or branched lessons feature, we were able to use true and false questions and multi-choice questions. But now that the hotspots are also quiz question types, this can also be used as a branching scenario routing point. So you have an image, and when a hotspot is used as a quiz question, it doesn't have the pop-up part, because the point is not to add more information. It's more to select the correct spot, which is the answer for the question. So now it can be really used. For example, we are showing two watches or two bags, and on the spot you can select which one is the correct answer.
Great, thank you for this explanation. Super helpful. Amazing. So we can now move on to our next point, which is the Carousel widget improvements, and we have quite a few of them as well. So here, over to you again, Gabor. I know you're excited about this one.
Yes, so it's the Carousel widget, but it will also relate a little bit to the hotspot widget as well. But here on the Carousel, we have a number of slides to display what you can see there. And this helps to show not just one slide, but even multiple slides at the same time. And this can be used for very nice new visuals. It doesn't even have to be a slider in a way. It's kind of creating like a multi-column layout with the capabilities of this slider. But you can also slide 2 by 2 or 3 by 3 all these slides. We also have the ratio that is shown on the animation at the moment. So before it was like 50-50, how the potential media, the image or the video was split with the text. And now you have a control on the ratio of maybe you want to show bigger image and less text or vice versa. And you also have control on rounded corners and drop shadow. And here I would like to mention that we added the blur effect as well. It can be used on the Carousel, but it can be used also on the hotspots, that if you have a color background, you will be able to create this kind of glass effect with different colors. And especially when it is an overlay like a hotspot pop-up or these cards, it can create a very nice visual. You put some background image behind it with the row and create this glass effect, it can really create a very nice visual. So these are the improvements that we did for the Carousel.
And it's great improvement because we always like to not overload the brain when it's learning. And the only possibility before it was like really to move from one slide to the other. And here you stay in the same slide and you have the possibility to really break down the information by bits. And that's really, really great. Also, well, I love the design. I think it's very, it's very engaging, very, in terms of a creative capacity, it's like really open up a lot of possibilities. And also, importantly, the behaving on the mobile, it's really sleek, very smooth. very playful. So it's really great to have this possibility with your thumb to slide from one information to the others and move on. So it's a great features to break down information and to bring some data and I would say to use it into a pedagogic program. It's very efficient.
Yes, great. Thank you very much for the introduction of those improvements. You actually touched a bit the next upcoming topic, Gabor, which is about the effects and fonts and this blur. So we can continue with that now.
Okay, great. So then it helps us to visualize how this blur effect looks like under this video. However, we added additional effects as well. So blur is one. The second is text effects. I hope you will see it on the video.
Yeah.
Basically, in any text we are adding that you can format, you will have the option. We also have drop shadow, because I'm just looking at the video, maybe to follow the video. So you can also add the text drop shadow. So it's like a distance and color. So when the text is over an image and you want to make sure that the contrast is good for the text, of course you can play with the color, but now you can also add text effects. This is the text highlight, the animation. So you can select a piece of the text, one word, multiple words, and you have different kind of highlight markering options. So you see it can be like a highlighter, it can be a circle around it. What else we have? Yeah, that's the circle one, and you can always choose the color as well for this highlight, especially powerful when you are operating on bigger titles, to highlight one or two words from the title. So these are the first set of highlights that we added, but we are looking forward for your ideas for additional ones. We have underlines and so on.
And to remember that really it's totally linked to the DNA of the project. We started the project because we wanted to offer you a kind of a Photoshop online where you can really work and design your content with a real notion of brand experience. So with you see from the platform, we want it to be very customizable. So we give you a real great sense of ownership. And here again, within this philosophy to on any corner to give you the possibility to apply and mirror your brand within the platform, from the platform to the content itself. So yeah, totally free your creativity.
Yeah. We have one more point here, is the font family, which is not shown on the video, but you can definitely try it. So now we added the option that you can select a piece of text and a word and change the font family, the font style, just for specific words. Before, there are other options to change the font family for the whole platform, or that specific slide, or for a complete title. But now you will be able to change it for just single words as well in the editing tool directly, which will also help a lot when you create some nice titles. And let me tell you also a little sneak peek, which is not a feature which is available, but it really belongs to this package. It's word by word animation. So we are creating an animation possibility for also maybe titles or not longer texts, that you can, the words can appear one by one. Like with all the animation options that we already have on the platform, like fade in or slide in or whatever. And it can create also very nice effect that, a title, boom, boom, the words after each other are appearing. So that's also something new which we are rolling out next week probably.
Yeah, that really means that we are busy. Our development team is for sure really busy with those updates. Thank you, Gabor. All right, great. So we're wrapping up the authoring tool area. So now looking from a slightly different angle, we have InstaLearn updates. about this feature. We've, of course, rolled it out earlier this year, and we're constantly looking at how to improve it, what to add, and we're also, of course, hearing out your needs and ideas. To address some of these, we introduced the text option to be added on those stories directly. And you can, of course, edit it, format it, following all the editing options that you have in the slide builder, as you can see right now on the animation. And upon, let's say, creating such a text, it's very easy to translate it, either manually or following the auto translation if you have the integration in place for that. So it follows the same logic as we have for the slide builder and for the pages as of now. So managing those and sharing them with different communities will be from now on definitely much more approachable and easier. So here, Gabor, would you like to add anything? Maybe some sneak peeks you want to tackle, or not yet at this stage?
Yeah, I mean, we are really happy that there was a very good reception of this feature. So first we had just the stories, the small stories. After we had topics to group these stories. Now we have the translation and the text over it. And yes, we have discussions with our clients for additional features as well. I'm not going to give a sneak peek on this one, but we have much more coming on here.
And for those who are discovering this feature, just for you to know where it comes from, we thought that we had something to learn as well from social learning, social media. And the idea here is to offer you the possibility to have like a quick information, catchy information that is very quickly delivered to your learners when they access the platform on desktop or on mobile. So basically they can scroll when they have a moment, a small break, they are commuting, and they can scroll through this data that can say, in this watch, it's so many paces, this product is being made in Italy, and so on and so on. And if they want to, I will say, it's very small data, breadcrumbs like that stays into the brain. And if they have the curiosity and they want to dive further into the information, they can click, and this will lead them to a training, say a training, a lesson, or a learning path, or a training program.
Great, thank you for those additional insights. That's always helpful to hear about those. Amazing. So now let's move on to our next small but exciting update, to a manual assessment quiz. Hopefully you know about that feature, but this is one of the quiz types that you can choose, which is the manual assessment, allowing you to actually contact, let's say, the learner almost one-to-one, and ask them to provide some additional information and produce actual content. So here you had previously a few types, and now we've introduced two more. One of them is image type. So now you can ask the learner to upload the image or a few images as a reply to the quiz that you set. And an alternative is to add a text as well. So previously it was possible to upload a document and it's still valid, but right now we introduced yet another version of it. So now you can just add a plain text. So it can be treated as an open-ended question, which is then of course manually assessed by a person, by a teacher, or a few reviewers, depending on your settings. So yeah, this is the quick update, but hopefully very useful for whenever you use the manual assessment with your users. Great. So now one of the most exciting topics of the year, which is AI related matters. In this case, we want to introduce you to our newest integrations in terms of chatbot possibilities. So here, Gabor, over to you.
Yes, we have a lot of plans for this year in terms of AI. We are settling the grounds of all these features. and already working in the shadows and lurking, but this one is ready. The first two AI tool integrations is one provider called Botsonic, where you can purchase and bring your own license, which is quite affordable. And we can train this bot on the usage of the platform. We can train on content. So we have a team to help you onboarding with the AI chatbot solution. And then it can be connected, and then the learners will find this and can interact with this bot, asking questions about the platform. And it can be like a small help system, but also can give information about your products. Now, this is very similar, the Microsoft Copilot integration for those who are in the Microsoft ecosystem, and they already have the data in a SharePoint or in a secure way, in a secure manner. And then also our system can connect to Microsoft Copilot to give answers to the students. So it's all learner facing at the moment, but we are planning, of course, to add more features to the admin area as well.
Great. Thank you so much for those insights. And as Gabor, you mentioned, feel free to reach out to us, to your dedicated project manager, or via the customer support, and we can explore that topic further if you wish to introduce such a chatbot, because it's definitely a useful integration that you can look into, and we'll be happy to navigate you through that and help you set it up. Amazing. So now we're left with two more topics. The first one is the notifications counter in app for the push notifications. So here, Gabor, maybe you will tell us a bit more about this small but important update.
Yes, we're always improving our mobile application as well to make a smaller package, to make more seamless refresh experience and so on. But of course, if you have the mobile application package, then push notifications are working as well. And now this little feature, which was not so little to develop because we need to integrate with Apple systems, but now it's going to show the number of unread messages on the icon of the application. So of course it can pop up when the notification is sent, but also will show up as this small icon on the app. We keep improving the notification center in general. Of course, not so long ago, we added the email option so that you can also send out emails to the dedicated groups, and more updates are going to come. But we are very welcoming this little nice add-on, which was requested by a few clients.
Great. Thank you for the insights. Now jumping to our last feature of today's webinar. This is related to an already existing feature, but as we mentioned, we want to improve and we want to introduce more features that will help you navigate through the platform. This is mostly for the admins to support them. So it's about sorting the items in the library, not only about the files, but also the folders, dragging, dropping, moving around. So maybe, Gabor, you want to dive into this one as our last topic.
Right. By default, there is a sorting based on either name or upload date for the library files, but sometimes the priority of this content is different, and you might want to have like a manual order. So now it is possible to set the order of the files in the folders as well. And as you can see, easily drag them around as well to drop into a folder. Yeah, because the library is a really good add-on to store all the memos, PDFs, files, meeting minutes. And of course, in the library, you can restrict content just the same way as in the learning path or the courses section. So not necessarily everything is public, but you can also change the visibility here as well. Talking about visibility, it will be more a topic for the next monthly talks. But if you look at the changelog and It's always good to check the changelog. It's the icon right top corner if you're an administrator to see the updates, because we come out weekly with new updates, and you will be notified there as well with about all the new features. Here we talk a bit more and show them, but it's really a good source as well to get to know early if something is coming. Yeah, that's about the library.
Great. Thank you very much, everyone. So wishing you a great afternoon, evening, day, wherever you are. Thanks for joining us, and we're happy to see you next month for the next updates.
Thank you, Julia. Thank you.
Thank you. Bye.